So before I start, I'll just let folks know that there is the safety tools over on the left-hand side. I know that most of you know, but I have a new person, and it's a good occasion to just say it. Someone had the X card, I didn't, but you can see that none of us know who did. So
Mhm.
that's the first one. There's a little bubble over on the left-hand side of the screen that has an X in it. If you hit that, it'll pop up the X card you should see. That should pop up. Then we will take a break and use context to figure out what we might want to just get past. But we're here just to have fun. So shouldn't be anything challenging here. But there's always the things that you don't know that aren't we can make adjustments for. The other one I think is just as important is the coffee cup icon. It used to be a door, but it's a coffee cup. Hit that if you need to step away. Now it's not absolutely necessary you hit it, but if you do, hopefully I'll see it, and even if in the middle of combat, we'll move past you. And if you see someone that has the coffee cup next to their character name in the lower left corner, and I missed it, feel free to remind me. But if you have to step away, take a break, or hit the restroom, or any reason, click that and click the button off when you're back.
And if the cord doesn't inflate your life vest, you can inflate it manually by blowing into this tube.
Let's see here. Okay, so this adventure takes place in Or's Rest, which Or's Rest is in the Moonsea in the southern region. Um, it's where a bunch of these different Nordic adventures take place. It's an adventure um, a retirement area for adventurers when they just basically are looking for a place to settle down and not deal with everything. Um, some of you may have dealt with them before. Like they have the Babysitters Club, a lot of very precocious kids that are asking folks to go out and do things for them. But this one is, you're getting contacted by an elf wizard from that region named Terra Natasia, which some of you may have dealt with before. But yeah, you may have met Terran, you may not have, but the person that actually contacted you was a tiny furry animal of some sort, an animal messenger. Each one of you got in the message that I have a job for you. Be at the Frumious Bandersnatch in Or's Rest tomorrow at sundown. Ask for Terra Natasia. So that is where all your links are. And when we start the adventure, you could have been there for a little while, or you could have had some time to get to know others. But the others have maybe have been gathering for a while and gotten a drink and had some time to sit, and it's quiet. The sun is starting to go down. It's nice, sunset, and no no sign of Terran. Those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, either way. But you can see that they've been cleaning up the tables. The A lot of the regulars have shuffled out. Only the people that look like they're going to be, you know, swept out with the broom as they're finally closing up are still left. So it's you and the people that close the place. Um, so we'll do that for the introductions, as you are here is amongst the very few that are left. And we'll start with let's see, I got 5 people, so 4. We'll start with John.
Hello, my name is John. I am not bringing Kranis. I'm bringing R. Daniil Olival. He introduced himself. He is a autognome that used to be a training dummy for a monastery of monks out on the outer plains. Um, and he took one too many blows to the head and gained consciousness and self-will. So he has started to travel and utilize the monk skills that he picked up from being hit all the many years. Most recently, he was in Phandelver and suddenly found himself back in Sigil. He thought he took a portal back to Phandelver, but apparently it dropped him off the wrong place. So he is here on his way back to Fandelver. Uh, and so mechanically, he is an Autognome Elemental Monk 3.
Okay. And you're getting started off real soon here, Veritor. I may not have your character imported yet, so if you have any.
Oh yeah, I'm just doing kind of a standard first level rogue,
Sure.
and I'll customize them further after here. Yeah, so halfling rogue named Jewel Silverstone. Um, Jewel is brand new, budding adventurer, very chatty, kind of a little bit annoying maybe, but he kind of quiets up when things get serious and observes others and tries to kind of get his legs under him. He's quite young for a halfling, if your character knows halflings. Um, and yeah, he talks about his days as a merchant apprentice. He wanted to be a grand merchant and travel around and find rare things in his travels and bring them back and sell them for a huge inflated, a huge fair, but large prices in faraway cities. And yeah, you will find out about him more as you go.
Okay. Go next to Disharf.
Oh, hi. I'm happy-go-lucky, and this is my companion, Doctor Who 10-2, spelled H-O-O, little gold pseudo dragon, and I'm an Artificer 1, Wizard 3, Hill Dwarf. Um, and you'll notice the biggest thing about me is I've got five-leaf clover, emblems all over me, and I keep a bunch of them in my spell book. And yeah, seeing that we're going to be adventuring together, I'd like to wish us all good luck. So here's a five-leaf clover for everybody. And you, Jewel, seeing you're just starting out here, I do have a couple of extra healing potions. I could lend you one. So if you
Oh,
run into trouble, it might save your life. Or
oh,
if
thank you,
so,
thank you, thank you, thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else just starting out? I've got another one I could lend because my Doctor Who carries some dandelion mead. That we can use that to kind of uh, bring people back from the brink if in an emergency.
But I'm glad to know.
Also, the brink of a social emergency if it's mead.
True, it recharges at dusk. So,
Indeed.
mhm. All right, that's us.
Okay. Go next to Gon.
Hi, hello. I'll just bring. Yeah. The names. You see this yellow, medium size, so very large insect creature. Just she kinda tries to smile at you, but being an large insect is kinda creepy. But she is very friendly and tells everyone. And at the start via telepathy, but she is practicing her common. So she repeats that again and says, "Hello, my name is Bea, B or B, because you realize that with her multiple appendages and that antenna and those wings, that is pretty much for decoration purposes at this point. Tells everyone that, yeah, she is obviously not from Toril. She is mechanically a tri-green, and I'll flavor it like a beef, be like a creature, Tricrane, and she tells you that her name is B or Bea, or how do you pronounce that? I'll be I guess a bit of fighter, or wizard. I don't know which I'm going to focus on. So because mechanically she is a fighter one, no subclass yet, a wizard one, and no subclass yet. So her favorite weapon is this mundane daggers, like rapiers, I guess, rapier daggers, all those stuff, or heavy crossbow. And beside her is a creature, small creature, which she tells you her familiar. Usually flavor it as a smaller bee, but for now, let's show it as what it is, an owl. And yeah, that is me. Yep.
Okay. Oh,
Oh
next.
yeah.
Hello, I am Henry, and I am playing Fildo Ludwig Miller, a gruff halfling, with uh, sorry, gray hair, a glorious mutton stash, uh, scars along his face. He's wearing splint mail. He has a halberd, and he is fighting the good fight, as he calls it, the Copper War. He is evidently the only one helping defend the multiverse from the evil Primus and his evil minions known as Modrons. But he does side work too, because fighting the good fight does not pay very well often. Um, but yeah, no, he's a little off, but mental wise, but he is very much here to help, and that's Phildo.
Okay. So before we go too much further, for a jewel, do you have a picture you'd like to use, or do you want me to just put like a generic one in?
Yeah, just a generic halfling. Will it load if once I export?
Uh, where are you
It's just the generic one on D&D Beyond.
Yep, it'll pick it for straight up from that if you give me the link.
Okay. Yep. I'm close here.
Okay. So, let's see here. After, a few moments of, just having conversation with each other and getting to know each other, a flustered elf comes in there, rushing through the door, knocking into things and head straight over your table. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, I sincerely apologize. It's the middle of the study of the effects of the chronic effects in sonic ores and underwater caves, and completely forgot about the time and the day. To be honest, it's the second day of Tharzak, right? You are the adventurers that I sent for, right? Well, no, wait, where's the orc? Oh, did he not get the? No, you know what? It's the messages are not completely reliable, and I guess. Well, this should be enough, right? Okay, okay. Collecting thoughts. Okay, so uh, this should be this shouldn't be a big difficult job for any of you. I inherited a tower from my uncle that well, you know how wizards are. Sometimes we get overwhelmed and we forget things, and I think that he didn't write down all of um, the protections for the tower. So I've disabled what I can. Well, I've what I can do remotely. But the difficulty is that someone has to actually go. And uh, the tower itself is is eventually I'll be able to take control of it. But what I'm really interested in is his books. And honestly, I'm kind of afraid that he left his parrot alone. He probably has something set up to take care of his parrot. I can't imagine he'd leave him just there by himself. But it's possible. I mean, his parrot Elminster's very. If he's been on his own completely, I mean, he's probably starving. So it's been days. Um, well, anyhow, if would you be able to take this on? Just go in and rescue the parrot, and I whatever you can. I can give you full access to whatever you need. There's no keys. From what I understand, he got a little paranoid at the end, so there might be. He's never been dangerous, but he did get a little concerned at the end. Um, but I got the letter in the mail. I have a fair bit of gold that I can give you if you're able to clear out, or at least find out what's in the tower. Um, Not clear it out, obviously. No, that there's nothing in there. But if you're able to bring back the Elminster safely, an additional bonus for that as well. Does it sound okay to you?
Sure, and worry not, I will ensure that your parrot is safe from the clutches of the Clockwork Menace, and any other creatures who may menace him.
Oh, was that in the message? I didn't.
Do you have any of the favorite parrot food? that so we can make friends with Elminster quickly?
Be a cracker.
Well, he likes fruit. So if you have like, some sort of, dried fruit that you bring with him, he should be very happy. They like fruit and
No,
they're omnivores, so
okay. So normal rations, they'd be happy with that? Or is there
anything.
something we should pick up here at the
Oh,
tavern?
oh, my old shopkeeper master had a parrot. I know all about them. I used to feed that thing all kinds of things, even things that weren't food. Um,
Well,
he he
no.
didn't live very long, but
No.
parrots.
No, that's okay. Just some apples. Yes, apples sound good. If you can give them just or maybe better yet, if uh a cracker after all. That's easy enough. Crackers are fine. Yes, crackers.
Okay. Sounds good. uh let's see, anything else you can tell us about the uncle that might help us solve any puzzles he's left for us?
Oh, his
His
his name. I guess I never mentioned his name. His name is
Oh, yeah.
Brodgerd. He has definitely interest in all sorts of topics. He has knowledge of conjuration. He's been very good about it. Illusion. I mean, he was a skilled wizard before he passed. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if there weren't some sort of automation happening. I wouldn't say the words that our one companion is probably finding to be a problem, but I would think other types, arcane types of automation, are probably in place.
Okay. Thank you. Hmm. Yeah. So you said there's no key, right? It's probably just we have to solve puzzles or something to get through.
I think there's
Oh, well, if there's a lock, I mean, I could take a peek at it. I've got lots of keys.
a moat,
Perfect. Yeah.
but whenever I visited, there was a drawbridge, and I mean that was many years ago. But yeah, there was a moat.
Okay. Moat and drawbridge. Hmm. All right. Yeah. So does the tavern, do they have any crackers and apples that we could purchase from them?
So they have a special right now on an imported fruit from. It's getting cold, and they imported this from Cholt called Pembelin fruit. It's supposed to give you a bit of a warmth in the cold winter. So,
Just, we're in a war. We ought to requisition them.
Yeah.
Can I try to convince the tavern keep that's of the utmost importance they give it to us for free?
no.
Okay.
They deal with a lot of very drunk people, so giving them random uh, suggestions, they're good at humoring you, but not necessarily going along with it.
All right. I'll buy some crackers and pumbellum fruit from
Okay.
them.
I'm not drunk. I'm the only one who's truly sober. Sober enough to see the evil that is clockwork.
And this is what drunk people tell them. So,
My
Uh,
friend, it appears we need to adjust your outlook on life at some point. I do pity you. Saying that to Phildo.
Yeah. Bilbo takes a long look at this autonome.
Oh, yeah.
I I shall commend your dedication to fighting clockwork, even though you were once one of them.
but he asked. I forgot to mention. He also asks for
We'll work on it.
I forgot to mention. He also asks for his uncle's signet ring if you find it as well. So his uncle's signet ring, his book collection, and Elminster, his parrot.
Okay. Signet ring. All right. Good stuff.
Okay, so we are gonna have you guys start heading out there. Unless you have
Yeah,
anything else you want
just
to go.
real quick here. I'm having some difficulties getting my character from Beyond into Foundry.
Sure.
I've, like I mentioned, this is only my second time. It's been about a year, so I don't remember.
No
Sorry.
worries.
How do I do that?
The
I've
easiest
got
way
them
is
both up.
the easiest way is
What
like
do
just give
I?
me the URL in
Yeah.
in either Discord or whatever, and I can do the import. There's
Right,
usually
the
some sort of
URL from Roll20 or D&D Beyond, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I just went through that. There was a video on how to do it, but like John said, the
Mhm.
character sheet changed, and the video didn't mention about toggling the edit button,
Yeah.
so the
Oh,
D&D Beyond thing appears. Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah, I think I was reading an old way, but yeah.
it's also the fact that like there's always like the creating the folder part of it that like I don't know. It's the reason why
Yeah.
you don't have the DM
Oh, the
do it.
folder. Okay.
The reason why you don't have the DM do it is because the person that imports it, the icons are in their Forge account because Forge is hosting all of people, all a bunch of different
Yeah.
people's accounts.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so you'd be able to take your images to another server, whereas if I do it, it's on my server.
Right.
But you're only importing like the token, so I mean, it's just eh. And it doesn't hurt to do it once, and then you can do it again later. Okay, regardless, it's being very slow for some reason.
Yeah, I get the gist. Awesome.
I
Yeah,
clicked the button and I'm
it's
waiting.
there now.
Oh, it is.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see it on my
it's still in progress. I don't know
my
why.
sheet. It's populated here.
Well,
Mm.
while it's doing that thing, I can read to you. So as you guys approach the tower, you come across a sign that it it has text on it, but the text has been scribbled over in like thick marker. Not marker, but
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know.
Parts are filling in one by one here, so yeah.
Am I am okay, so this is the problem. I am having connection issues obviously because it's red. Let me disconnect and reconnect
Yeah,
again.
it's cutting in and out your voice there.
I will be right back.
It slows down
Could
if you always play at the same time.
could be. So as you guys start approaching your destination, you come across this sign that has text. It's hard to see what's written because someone has taken the time to scribble over the text. If you actually are trying to like figure out what it says, you can roll a perception check on it. But you see other signs have been put up instead that say things like "No trespassing," "No access," "Turn around," "Keep out," "This means you." Similar types of things, and it's like it was like this pleasant spring day. Like we'll just say that you guys, rested for the evening to make it so you guys didn't go from night to day immediately. But regardless, it's a nice spring day. But as you guys are getting closer, it's like the rain seems to be like focused on this area. It's like you've just stepped into a rain cloud.
Perception.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, sure. Okay. It's kind of yeah, sure.
Hey, would you accept investigation uh, with with um, with guidance, or does
Um,
it have to be perception?
I'm gonna go with perception. I guess if you want to do investigation for the sign, you can just for the
Okay.
sign. But I'm trying to get like a perception for like the entire area.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. There. Okay.
So if everyone would like to
So
roll, they all can roll.
so for 20.
Sure. a 6. And he's like, oh, I know what that means. It means just be really sneaky, but we can just go right onto the door. It's fine.
Oh man, so my network is really annoying me. I cut out for a moment again, didn't I? Okay, so perception of 8.
Yeah, just heard that the network was annoying you.
Yeah.
That there was silence before that. Is it showing you the rolls okay, or is it that lagging too?
Just got the rolls. Let me.
We all got 25s.
Oh, I saw a few of them. I saw some pretty sad ones, and then I saw some good ones. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jewel
Jewel
rolled a
rolled
6, so he thinks we should just ignore the sign and go right up, just be sneaky. That's his.
arguably
I
he
see.
got an 8.
so the gist of what I want to get at was that those of you that rolled like a 10 can see that the sign, you can see that it's scrubbed out. It said Brockard's Tower. So what you're looking for has been scrubbed out. Someone like didn't take the tower down. They just, you know, scribbled over the words. But you can see this like rain cloud pouring on the tower. It just looks miserable
Okay.
and
So we're
overgrown.
on the right track then.
Yeah, overgrown bushes. And you had told something about a drawbridge and a moat, but there's no drawbridge. It's just this like barren tower in the middle of like a island in the middle of the moat with like scrub and like it doesn't, it's murky, just disgusting looking water. um doesn't even look like there's doors. It's just, you know, a tower. It looks unapproachable and uninteresting.
Try swimming. Moats are made to be able to be swam through. Don't think about that.
Would you you know, would anyone like to go with you as you go towards the moat?
Yeah, I mean, Jewel will stick close to whoever's kind of in front, a little bit behind, and because halfling, of course, he can hide behind people. But he's just like, oh, this is exciting. Our first adventure landmark. Oh, I shouldn't whisper. Are we stealthing or aren't we stealthing? Oh, I'll just stealth. It's fine. Oh, I don't want to distract you though if I'm talking too much.
I think we actually are a party of all small people.
Yeah. I.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
He's
dwarves
still
don't
trying
need
to
them,
hide
right?
behind. He's still trying to hide behind people.
That's right. Happy's a dwarf, not a gnome, even though he looks like a gnome.
Yeah.
Or no, he looks like a dwarf, but he's a gnome. I don't know. Whatever.
he's medium. He's medium sized.
That's what's important here.
5 foot something.
So I should have your token displaying correctly. We're gonna have our first encounter on this
Okay, so
stage.
everyone hide. All the halflings hide behind Happy.
In a line. A little train of 3 halflings in a shadow.
So as you go out to start like wading or swimming across the moat,
Well, no, you need to cast reduce on all 3 halflings, then they can hide in the same spot behind Happy.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're wading through this
no,
gross
Uh,
moat.
Oh, that was just a recommendation. I'm not actually doing that just yet.
oh well,
Oh, okay.
as you are
Approaching
approaching,
out to see what it looks like. If it's
right,
deep, if it's murky, if it's how far across, if there's any way that
Yeah.
looks easier across.
I must be getting cut off again.
Um, yeah,
Mhm.
kinda.
If you were saying a lot of stuff, we missed it.
I don't know what to do.
Exactly. Sorry.